So hello and welcome to the first match ever from the Cossacks 3 Expert versus Expert tournament. Right now this is the battle between colourfit and LASD. For the moment colourfit is the favorite player in the tournament. One is playing with Poland, that is blue, aka colourfit, and yellow is playing as Turkey. Turkey is a good nation when you want to rush. It has pretty strong pikemen in early game. Poland as well has some strong pikemen in early game. In late game, the pikemen from both nations are pretty vulnerable due to the lack of armor. So players are starting with 5k resources, 10 minutes peace time, and the map is land with low mountains. That's pretty much it. We see that colourfit is going for 2 barracks. He will start spamming pikemen right away. When you play with Turkey, guys, the barracks only cost wood and stone. They do not cost any gold. On the other hand, for Poland, he will have to spend gold on the barracks. Usually myself, when I play Cossacks 3, I build only 1 barracks in the beginning and I use the extra gold to make upgrades to my wood and stone production. Of course, for the stone production I'll have to do 2 upgrades. One earlier and one a bit later. But the way things go here, who's slowing down the game? Someone is. Why would you do that? It's okay. We see that blue has more points than yellow. You can see the players above the minimap, the name, the color, the points. The points tell quite some things about the players, but not always. Points are not do not tell you who's gonna win or who's gonna lose. We see the diplomatic center from the blue. He's making archers. Archers are very good at destroying buildings and light infantry. Those are extremely useless, if you'd ask me. When it comes about bullets, round shears are a good way of defending. Of course, a cheap one, and it's not extremely efficient. I mean, it's not very efficient, but it is efficient in early game and such things. It can take a little damage. Let's see what are the players doing. We see that yellow is sending drummers. Yellow is playing as Turkey, therefore he cannot research the Mount Golfier. He cannot see the whole map in no situation. Therefore he has to make drummers. Drummers have a very huge line of sight. It's better to scout with drummers rather than pikemen, as I said, because of the line of sight. And they are cheap as well, 50 food each drummer. It's not a big thing, so you can make some. Let's see what players produce. We see that Turkey has 2 barracks and 1 stable, 2 barracks and 1 stable, while the Polish guy does not have any barracks, but he has the diplomatic center, which is good for now. Of course, for blue is harder to get the stables and make a lot of units. He can make the winged hussars, but those are slow to make. And if you want to double the cavalry production, you have to make an upgrade at the blacksmith, which is not very cheap. It costs some resources, considering that they are in early game. There are 3 minutes and 40 seconds of peace time. It's gonna be interesting. Blue is leading with points. He has almost 30 points more than yellow. It should have been the other way. Turkey should have had more points. Turkey is better for early rushing. All I say here is my personal opinion. It's not any statistics or anything, any researches. It's just my point of view, guys. Blue built mines, quite some of them, especially gold mines. As you can see, old gold mines are used, and 2 coal and 2 iron mines. That's what he needs for now. That's what he got. Turkey produces cavalry pretty fast, which is nice. Of course, it doesn't have a wide range of units, so the SPAC is the best thing a Turkey player can go with. On the other hand, when you play as Poland or another nation, which is not Algeria, for example, or Ukraine, of course, yeah. But let's talk about nations which are not Algeria or Turkey or Ukraine. You get a wide variety of cavalry. In early game, you get I think 2 or 3 types of cavalry. The rapiers. In our case, with Poland, you get the winged hussars. Those are good units for early and mid game, but in late game, the best unit, if we talk about resistance to damage, and dealing damage, the best cavalry unit are the cuirassiers. Those can take a shit ton of damage, and that cavalry is best in late game, basically during the entire match in Cossacks 3. But you get them in late game because you cannot get them in early game that easily. But the best cavalry, the best unit which deals the most damage, 350 damage per hit, that's insane. It's the Hetman from the Ukraine. That's very powerful. We see that blue is launching an attack on yellow. It takes a long time to reach each other. As you can see, the peacetime is over, and blue is advancing, is marching towards yellow. Until blue reaches yellow, yellow will get more units, and it's gonna be hard for blue to reinforce. Therefore, yellow has bigger chances to manage to defend against blue. It depends a lot on how many upgrades each player has made. For example, blue can win against yellow easily right now because he has more units than yellow, but if blue does not have all the upgrades made for his pikemen, it's going to be harder for them to defeat yellow if yellow has all the upgrades done. What's going on? Okay, blue is harassing yellow with a siege Cossack. That's a very good tactic. A mine has been destroyed. 2 mines have been destroyed. What blue has here is speed. The market has been destroyed, so we see some early harassment, which is nice. Yellow got his 3rd barracks. That's very good for yellow, while blue only has 2 barracks. As you can see, guys, there is a difference. Blue is going for houses. He's going to try to build a Turkish town hall because he captured the peasant. He was pretty fast. So even though the peasant was killed, if he managed to select the peasant and pick the town hall and place it on the ground, then he can work on that town hall and develop further. Right now he could easily build the town hall, the Turkish town hall, with some peasants and get more peasants, more population, and from there we can say that blue has an advantage. Aside from the fact that blue has more points than yellow, he also has an advantage. by having two nations. Okay, blue is still harassing yellow, and it works. He managed to capture the minaret. Wait, the market. The minaret, I think, is yeah, is the academy, the Turkish academy. Only with one siege Cossack, yellow got in serious trouble. He lost his third town hall. The third town hall costs a lot. We can see the battle between yellow and blue. Blue pretty much is losing this one. I guess yellow has more grays than blue. So as you can see, guys, even with this kind of harassment, blue didn't manage to do much to yellow. So yellow still has a chance. Yellow is using the peasants. The peasants are much stronger than the siege Cossack that you get from the diplomatic center, but the numbers spoke for themselves, and blue really did a great job with his attack. We cannot say he was completely defeated with his attack. He was rather successful because he destroyed two town halls, markets, and he ruined the food production of yellow. I guess that's a good that's good damage. So that's gonna be helpful for blue. As I said, guys, is the speed slow? No. As I said, yellow does not have the ability, will never have the ability to research the Montgolfier, the balloon, which will allow him to see the whole map. So that's a disadvantage for him. But he can always capture a Polish peasant, and why not develop from there? But of course, you must go 18th century in order to develop balloon, and to go 18th century, it takes a lot of resources. Yeah, although the ending might be predictable, there is always room for surprises. Turkey is a very good nation. A huge spam of SPAC can mean a lot. Yellow could build a wall at any moment, put some units to guard the peasants that are working on the wall, and that's it. Blue cannot harass him anymore. But the worst part of this battle for yellow was the harassment. Blue is launching another attack. What I personally hate about blue is that he didn't develop further with the peasants he captured. I mean the peasant. With this Turkish town hall, he could have built like 2 Turkish town halls, make some barracks, make some upgrades for the barracks, for the units, for the pikemen, for the cavalry, and from there become even more powerful than he is. That bothers me a bit. The barracks are very easy, I mean very cheap to build, especially the first one and the second one, so I doubt he didn't afford that. That's what I would have done. Yellow is making more more stable, more cavalry, more pikemen, but he should defend more his production. As we can see, the food production, although he lost the food production like twice, he still doesn't set some pikemen to defend the food production, or at least stay near the building and to disable the ability of blue to capture the peasants, because peasants cannot be captured if you have some soldiers close to them. Blue is marching against yellow. He has dragoons, 18th century dragoons. These units are very powerful, but very expensive as well. The more you make, the more expensive they get. If you make them from the diplomatic center, if you make them from the stables, the situation changes. Blue also has light infantry and archers. Archers are good to take down buildings, so if you can't afford cannons, or if you don't want cannons, cannons take gold per minute, per second. Basically you're paying a fee for every cannon you have. And archers can be a really nice alternative, or grenadiers, but of course grenadiers from the diplomatic center may not be that efficient, and until 18th century there's quite some time. Wait a second. He killed his own units with his archers. Blue is marching. Looks like yellow is also using siege Cossack. Now yellow could easily harass blue with some siege Cossacks. You see that blue has made barracks, stable. That's good. Slowly he will overwhelm yellow. The most important aspect in a battle is how many upgrades you did to your men. If you didn't do more upgrades than your enemy, and you have more units than your enemy, then there are high chances you would lose. Those upgrades do make a huge difference. Also, if you use your units in formation, also it makes a huge difference. What formation you use. For example, yellow is using this kind of formation, which is not that efficient if you'd ask me. I would use the square formation because it concentrates more units in one place, and that's better. They will deal more damage because they will stack on the first line of the front. So as you can see, yellow still won, even though blue sent 2 attacks. Both attacks were really weak. Now the best option for blue is to combine Turkish pikemen, spacks, and Polish pikemen. I wouldn't personally make units from the diplomatic center anymore. I would use my population for stronger units. I would make the archers, but I would get rid of the light infantry, the swordsmen. Blue is complaining about a glitch. I don't know what to do. The harassment works for blue. So blue wants to continue even though he has that glitch. Basically he cannot make upgrades for defense, which are very important. Also the attack upgrades are important. Guys, do not forget to follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my Facebook page and Twitter page. I really appreciate that. You can also make donations if you have too much money. This is the base of blue. A lot of units, a lot of peasants which are not doing anything. I hate that. I hate to see that. They must make use of every inch of their units. And what are they doing? Look what a tiny base yellow has, and still he managed to stand against the blue attacks. Do you see what's going on here? A few very weak siege Cossacks killed a band of 18th century dragoons. So what's going on? When the dragoons, when the siege Cossacks get too close to the dragoons cannot fire, so they have to run a bit away. And during this time, they can get killed. So in melee units, the dragoons have 0 damage. That's where they lose. Looks like blue is making blue is making more siege Cossacks. He's also going after yellow. Yellow is trying to harass a bit, but he doesn't have too many units. Blue has more units than yellow, so I guess there's that. Those archers, those Tatars, are also really nice. They can burn down buildings. Burning down a few barracks, or the stable, or the mines, or the diplomatic center would give blue a big advantage as well. He's still trying to harass yellow with siege Cossacks. Now yellow is using that those pikemen in a better formation, a formation better for attack. So what's going on here? A lot of peasants are getting killed. He should use the peasants to attack the siege Cossacks. Blue didn't do much with this attack. So the map is this big because we have no option to say give me a tiny map, a small map, a medium map, a large map, a super big map. We cannot say that. We can just say I want it to be land, no water, plain field or mountains. That's all I can say. I'm curious if blue still has trouble with the upgrades. Yeah, if blue really has those problems. It's not fair, but if he wishes to continue like this, it's alright. Oh, we see that the Tatars are quite good. They deal a lot of damage. Now I think this is a good chance for blue to actually make things different. The Tatars have a bigger speed than the pikemen. So they can run and hit and run. Right now yellow would be a lot better with a few siege Cossacks to aid the pikemen, but I think he will just end up losing the pikemen. A lot of Polish pikemen. Okay, blue gather his entire army and he's going after yellow. Yellow is not it's not away. Yellow is still here. Alright, finally. Looks like the Polish pikeman proved to be worthy at last. Blue is marching towards yellow. I think this could be the end of it. This could be the end of it. So yeah, using units information makes them stronger, gives them a bit more defense and stuff like that. That's why it's important to make drummers and officers and make squads, make formations. Right now, yellow has no idea what how big the army of blue is. Blue, on the other hand, if he researched balloon, he might know what's going on. But blue, yellow has no research such as blue. Therefore, he has to use drummers. Yellow is overwhelmed, outnumbered, whatever you prefer. Blue put all his units, you know, he stacked the units together. What the hell is wrong with those archers? Killing their own men. Light infantry fell. just like that. So the reason he put the units like that is because when they will fight, more of them will hit the same guy at the same time. Let's see. Yellow is preparing a lot of dragoons, 18th century dragoons. You can see what's going on. Blue is marching with the cav and with all the units. Yellow is outnumbered because right now blue has 3 barracks from Turkey, 1 stable from Turkey, and 2 barracks from Poland. Any stables? I don't see stables, but I see actually 4 barracks from Turkey. I saw a artillery depot. Who's gonna win, guys? Who's gonna win this battle? You saw that yellow managed to push back blue twice. Of course, yellow suffered a lot of harassment tactics. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Blue is not using his Polish pikeman. Oh, okay. This is it, guys. The turning point. Right now yellow has lost his main army. Yellow has nothing. We see that we have a winner. We see that the archers are taking down the barracks and will take down all the other buildings. Those dragoons from 18th century did a great job for blue, including the Tatars. The Tatars are very powerful. You can see they take down buildings. They're fast, they're also very efficient against units. We have pretty much a winner. Let's wait for yellow to surrender or lose all his structures. Something happened here. Yellow captured some houses. Okay, colourfit is the winner. So this is how it went for blue and for yellow. We see that blue had yellow below him all the time. And this is the turning point. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the follow button, subscribe button, like button, and follow button again.